Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on 90 Day Fiance. This is part 1. Before the 90 Days, Season 7, Episode 1. It's titled Great Expectations. Let's meet the couples. I'm going to do only 2 couples in this video, and then I'm going to come back with part 2 and do the other 2 couples. This is the most diverse cast members in the history of 90 Day Fiance. But I feel like this should be 90 Day Fiance the other way, because all the Americans are going overseas to meet their love interests. So this should be 90 Day Fiance the other way, but who am I? I'm not in charge of, what's the name of that production? TLC, and I can't remember the name of the production company. Let's get started. First couple is, I want to call her Rain, but it's Renee. It's R-A-Y-N-E. And if it was P-A-Y-N-E, it would be Pain. So I may mess up and call her Rain, but it's Renee. Renee and Chatty. Okay, so Renee is 37 years old from New Mexico. She loves animals. She has 130 chickens, 5 ducks, 5 dogs, 3 cats, and 1 horse. The chickens are her favorite. She has 2 children, 8-year-old son, and a 16-year-old daughter. She said she is a loner, and so am I. I'm a loner. I just prefer my own company. She said she has never been married, and the 2 relationships she had with the kids' fathers was very toxic. She said she has never experienced romance at all. She had 2 kids with 2 men and never had any romance? Wow. She said she has never been passionately kissed. I say again, she has 2 kids with 2 men and never been passionately kissed? She said she's never said, "I love you." Wow. 5 years ago, she met a Nigerian Prince Charming online, Chatty. After 2 weeks, they said, "I love you" to each other. And she is ready to jump his bones. So she is going to Nigeria to meet him for the very first time. Next, we pan over to Nigeria and we meet Chatty, who is 33 years old. He is blind and he plays football. Americans call it soccer. Chatty said he got blind at the age of 17 when he had an accident. He said an apple fell from a tree. His friend climbed a tree. An apple fell down and hit him in his right eye. I wonder if his friend threw the apple at him and it just hit him in his eye. Maybe the friend threw the apple at him for him to catch it, because how did the apple just fall out of a tree and hit you in the eye and you're blind? He said the apple fell out of the tree and hit him in his right eye. But then he said his friend climbed the tree. So I'm thinking his friend threw the apple for him to catch it, and he missed it and it hit him in his right eye. Then he said he fell on a wooden desk, and his eye hit the wooden desk. And he said the doctors couldn't do anything for him, and eventually he went completely blind in both eyes. He said he was devastated. He said all he's able to see now is a thick cloud. So he needs assistance to get around. He said he is a faithful Christian. He uses a speech software in order to communicate with Renee. He said when he first started talking to her, he did not tell her that he was blind. He said a month after they started talking, Renee sent him a picture of herself. And he didn't know she sent him a picture of herself. He can't see, so he didn't respond to the picture. So, because he didn't respond to the picture, she sent him a picture of her behind. And he didn't respond to that either because he can't see. So then she complained to him, I mean, how come you didn't, say anything about my pictures? And that's when he fessed up and told her that he is blind. He said telling her that he was blind brought them closer and he wants to marry her, but he is worried that she doesn't understand how difficult life will be with his impairment. Next, Renee goes to see her mother and her mother's two best friends. We found out that Renee is self-conscious about her body, so she's happy to be dating a blind man so that he won't be able to see her naked. Her mother and the mother's friends questioned Renee about knowing anything about a blind person's needs, and they also questioned her about Chaddy's culture and religion. We also found out that Renee is not a Christian and she believes in alien. And she believes that she will bring Chaddy around to believe in what she believes. She said she is going to wake him up. The mother's friends said that Renee is headstrong and she needs to be with someone who has the same beliefs as she do. Next, Chaddy is preparing for Renee to come to Nigeria. He said Renee will be staying with his sister and her husband, and that's who he lives with. He can't take care of himself on his own. He can't work, so he lives with his sister and her husband, and they support him financially. Chaddy said he said he's made a vow to not have sex until he is married. Chaddy said he did not tell Renee this. He said he did not tell her that when he comes to Nigeria, they'll be sleeping separately. She'll be sleeping in one bedroom, he'll be sleeping in another bedroom. And they will not be having sex. Chaddy's sister is excited that an American is coming to stay at her house. But I think Renee is going to be mean and horrible. She's going to be like an Angela. She's going to be mean. Excuse me. She's going to be mean and horrible when she finds out that they're not going to be having sex and they're staying in separate bedrooms. She's going to be pissed off. Chaddy's sister asks Chaddy what is his intention with Renee. Chaddy told his sister that he wants to get married. His sister asked him if he's going to propose to Renee. He said he needs time. He said there are things about her character that worries and concerns him. He said she doesn't think before she speaks, and she's highly temperamental, which means she's a bitch. That's what that means. His sister asked him if she gets angry easily. He said yes. That sounds like an Angela to me. Chaddy said they have been talking for 5 years, but they have had quarrels and fights. What in the world can they have quarrels and fights about? He can't really do anything because he's blind. He lives with his sister and brother-in-law because he can't work and take care of himself. What in the world do they have to argue and quarrel about? He said she is mistrusting and insecure. What, she think he's out on the town dating other women? He says she is mistrusting and insecure. That means she's a jealous bitch. He says it's extremely hard to reason with her. That means she's stupid. If you can't reason with somebody, then as far as I'm concerned, that person is stupid. He said these are not things he can put up with, so he is hoping that they can work on these things. But this woman, she's set in her ways. She's not going to change for him. She's expecting him to change for her. He is terrified to tell her that they will not be sleeping together. Well, that's the end of them. The next couple is Tiger Lily and Adnan. Tiger Lily. So Tiger Lily is 41 years old from Texas. She loves expensive eyeglasses, shoes, and cars. She went shopping and bought a watch for $26,500. For some reason, I couldn't get that out. She said when she was 30, she got pregnant and got married. She said she was rich and she could buy anything in the world she wanted, but her husband was controlling. And she said she felt like she was in a prison. She said she stayed in the relationship because of the children, but eventually she got a divorce. And now she is free, and her children are well taken care of. She said she did not want to get married ever again until she met Adnan. Adnan is 22 years old. She's 41, he's 22, almost half her age. So he's a 22-year-old model from Jordan. After seeing his profile on social media, she started to stalk him. No, not stalk him. I meant she started to follow him. Shade. Yeah, she started following him, and then they started to video chat with each other every day, all day long. They've only been talking to each other for 4 months, and Tiger Lily said this is the best relationship she's ever had. Wow. Tiger Lily claims that she is a handwriting expert, and this enables her to tell if someone is a serial killer, very sensitive to criticism, and what they are like in the bedroom. She said in a week she's going to Jordan to meet Adnan in person. So the next day, Tiger Lily goes to see her life coach. Tiger Lily told the life coach that the day that she gets to Jordan, her and Adnan are going to get married. The coach said, why? Why so quickly? Tiger Lily said they love each other and there's no reason to wait. But we found out that the real reason is because he's Muslim and they can't be with each other alone in a room, and they can't be hugging and kissing because he's a Muslim. The coach asked her how is she going to protect her money from Adnan. Tiger Lily said she's not worried about Adnan taking all her money. She said, hell, as far as I know, he might be rich too. She don't even know. Tiger Lily said that she trusts Adnan. She's only been talking to him for 4 months, but she trusts him. But what's the use in having a life coach if you're not going to listen to her concerns about what you're doing with your life, huh? Every time the life coach bring up something and ask her something, she bats it down. She's not listening to the life coach. Why have a life coach then? Next, Tiger Lily's friends are throwing her a bachelorette party, and all her friends are her service provider. 2 of her service provider friends are going with her to Jordan. The esthetician and her hairstylist. They're going with her to Jordan. That means she's going to foot the bill for their plane ticket, their room and board, their food, everything. She's fitting the bill for them. Plus, she has to pay them for doing their service. Lily Tilly. I said Lily Tilly. Tiger Lily said 2,000 people are going to be at the after party wedding. 2 days after the actual wedding. 2 days after they actually get married. Her service provider / friends asked her if Adnan is a virgin. Do you know what she said? She said, I don't know. She said, I don't know and I'm not worried about it. We found out that Adnan is already controlling her. He's already telling her how to dress. He's telling her that she can't wear anything that shows her cleavage. She's ridiculous, though. Every time somebody ask her a question about Adnan, she goes, I don't know, and I'm not worried about it. She's a nutcase. She needs to Google the Muslim religion and see what all she can do and what she can't do, because this man is Muslim, and Muslims are strict in their Muslim religion. Plus the culture. There's a lot of things, if she think her ex-husband was controlling, wait till she goes to Jordan and meet Adnan. He is going to tell her what to eat, what not to eat, what to wear, what not to wear, where to go, where not to go, who to talk to, who not to talk to, What to drink, what not to drink. When to speak, when not to speak. Where to look, where not to look. Tiger Lily is in for a rude awakening. Her life coach told her that she already was with a controlling man. She explains this. She says, well, my ex-husband wanted me to wear revealing clothes so that I could look like eye candy on his arm, but Agnon wants me to cover everything up. Girl, that's still controlling. Whether he wants you to cover yourself up or take everything off, he's still controlling what you wear. Don't you understand that? She's a nutcase. She's a total nutcase. Anyway, this is the end of this review. I'll be doing part 2. Please come back for my part 2 video. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.